Groot smeared mud on his head. The very next second, tiny sprouts popped up. Before he knew it, his whole head was covered in green leaves, but it wasn't long before those delicate leaves withered and dropped off. A while back, Groot had stumbled upon a little pond. He grabbed a wooden stick to test how deep the water was. The depth was perfect, and the water felt nice and warm, so without a second thought, he jumped right into the spring for a bath. He plugged up the tiny volcanic vent with mud. He even caught a rainbow worm to use as an air freshener. In an instant, the whole hot spring turned into a rainbow of colors. Then he slathered mud on his head again and covered his entire body with it. He settled in to enjoy this relaxing moment. When he woke up from his afternoon nap, he discovered his whole body was covered in green leaves. Walking had become a real struggle. Standing in front of the mirror, a brilliant idea suddenly hit him. He turned his fingers into scissors and gave himself a brand new haircut. But the very next second, all the leaves on his body suddenly withered away. Confused about why this kept happening, Groot slathered mud on his head once more. The tender shoots immediately sprouted back to life. But just as he was feeling pretty proud of himself, the leaves completely withered again. Left with no choice, he kept slathering mud all over his body, over and over. He tried out all sorts of trendy, head-turning hairstyles. He was having the time of his life. But the colorful little birds in the tree couldn't get a wink of sleep with all that racket. Right as Groot was trimming himself what looked like a green princess gown, the rainbow birds had finally had it. They dive-bombed down and knocked every single leaf off his head. Then they sat up in the tree, laughing at him. Groot rushed back to the hot spring to grab more mud. But by now, the spring had completely dried up. As the very last leaf fell from his body, Groot felt heartbroken. The rainbow birds were cracking up in the tree above. But suddenly, dejected Groot broke into a mysterious grin. The next second, he was sporting a colorful feather scarf, and up in the tree sat just one completely bald bird.